Hi, this is Carl the Cobra Frutch, and you're watching Lights Out.
This is Faisal Khan for Lights Out, proudly sponsored by Spartans Law. We're here at Bournemouth Beach, ahead of Saturday night's huge show at the Vitality Stadium, and I'm delighted to be joined by Lewis Edmondson, who will be featuring on that card. Firstly, Lewis, good afternoon, mate. How are you doing?
I'm all good, thank you. How yourself?
I'm very well, thank you very much for asking. Thank you for mentioning us in your Instagram story.
No problem, mate, no problem, thank you.
It's the first time I've spoken to you, Lewis. Let's just start off talking about training camp preparation. How's everything been panning out ahead of the fight?
Everything's been perfect. Everything, me and my trainer, Jacob McMillan, same as always. Everything's going well, sparring's going well. Travelling all over the country, sparring. Everything's going well, really. I've got a great team, great management. Everyone looks after me and makes my job nice and easy. All I've got to do is turn up, train, and that's it.
I mean, you're up against an opponent with a respectable record on Saturday night, and it's a huge show which has got a lot of interest from the boxing world. These are the type of opportunities where you really, really need to take this opportunity and show the world what you're capable of.
100%. There's going to be a lot of eyes on, and yeah, he's a good opponent. He's a former Croatian international. We know what we're up against, but we know what levels I can reach and where I'm going. So to get to where we know I'm going, we need to come across these obstacles.
It's a chance to move 7-0 for yourself. Do you feel as if, as you're slowly moving on into your career, these big opportunities are arising, and is now a case of where you're looking for these promoters to say, well, do you know what, Lewis, you're really impressive, here's a deal, come and join us?
100%. Listen, on Saturday night, they're going to see it, and listen, they're boxing people, they know what they're looking at when they see it, and it's coming, trust me.
And obviously being managed by Billy Joe Saunders, you know, to be honest with you, if you'd have said to me 3-4 years ago Billy Joe Saunders is going to be a boxing manager, I would have laughed it off, because we know Billy's a bubbly character. You know, we know he's always having a little joking around social media, but what's it like being managed by Billy Joe Saunders? What advice is he giving to you, and what are you learning from him on a daily basis, Lewis?
I'm managed by Billy Joe Saunders and Tom Watts, and literally can't thank them enough. I'm around them a lot. I'm away in training camps with them. As I said before, they make my life easy. All I've got to do is turn up and train, and I'm training alongside a two-time world champion, one of the best we've ever had. So I'm learning every single day, and the experience, being around him day to day, the words of wisdom, everything is just, I couldn't ask for no more. He's there at the end of the phone whenever I need him, and I couldn't ask for no more.
As you just mentioned, he's a former two-weight world champion. He's still in his mid-30s. He's not fought since his last fight against Canelo. He's kind of teasing fans on social media about a possible return. I would love to see Billy Joe Saunders return, because as you just said, you know, phenomenal fighter with great boxing skills. I mean, come on, give us something. Is he coming back?
Listen, that's for him to decide. So it's not here for me to say this and that, and you'll have to speak to him and see what he says. But I'd like to see it, and who knows what the future brings.
There's still big fights for him to come back into. I mean, you look at, for example, the winner of Eubank Jr versus Liam Smith. That's another big fight he could come back into. You know, Golovkin's still about. If Billy Joe Saunders was to come back, are you 100% confident that he cleans up whatever division he's going to be at?
100%. We've seen it before, and hopefully we'll see it again. Chris Eubank Jr, I know we're in Bournemouth, local, but forget about him. He can't lace Billy Joe's boots.
Fair enough. I know that obviously you're still at the sort of early stages in your career, but I watched a few interviews of you this week. You've spoken about the likes of Zak Chelli, and obviously he's got a big fight coming up against Mark Heffron for the British title. Lewis, you know yourself better than anybody. Are you the type of guy that just wants to, you know, sort of jump into these big fights, and is a British title a realistic target for this year?
100%. Obviously I leave that down to my management, as I do what I'm told, you know. But listen, anybody that knows me will tell you the same thing. Obviously I'm moving up to light heavyweight now.
Okay.
And listen, I'm ready for these nights. I'm ready for the big fights. I'm ready for the big nights, and anyone that knows me will tell you the same thing. A lot of fighters come in here, talk, and then when it comes, they don't pull through. But anybody that knows me, there's plenty of that, and we're ready to rock and roll.
I get the feeling that you're just ready for a scrap right now. I can tell there's a lot of fire in you. But as I mentioned, you've spoken about Zak Chelli, Mark Heffron. I don't think they're going to stay at super middleweight forever. Are these fights that you're still willing to look to at the future? And is it a case of maybe moving back down to super middleweight?
I will fight anybody. As long as the weight suits me, I'm not going to be killing myself for nobody. As long as it suits me, I will fight anybody. I'm not asked. Like anyone. Any of these domestic names, I'm not bothered about any single one of them. Trust me.
Lewis, before I let you go, just give the fans a quick message what we're going to see on Saturday night.
Saturday night, it's happening. Tune in, you'll see what's going on.
Top man, Lewis Edmondson, thank you very much for speaking to us, and we look forward to speaking to you in the rest of the fight.
Thank you very much for your time.